Canva secretly released a feature that we've all wanted for our videos, captioning. And I'm not talking about the little you press T on the keyboard and you type in what you want. No, I'm talking about having Canva automatically generate the word that you can make adjustments to. You can only caption videos within what's called the social media document type or the video document types. We're going to choose mobile video because a lot of people like to caption their YouTube shorts. Dynamic captioning is going to be located under the text. But Jennifer, there's no captioning there. You need a video on your document first. So I went to the Uploads tab. We're going to go to video, grab this one that's 16 seconds. If I am on this and I go to text, you're going to see this beautiful thing called captions. When you press captions for the first time and you scroll down, you're going to notice that there is a caption icon that pops up right on the left-hand side. But if you don't want it there, all you need to do is click on it, click the X, especially if we pull things from the app section, which, by the way, captions can also be found there. You don't even need to click text. You can hover over it and it will hover over instead. And then we're going to click captions. It's got this untitled video, one page, generate captioning. I was going to say something, but it generated it so quickly that I didn't have time to say anything. Now watch. And I'm not just talking about, and it's going to help make your content accessible even for people that are watching while their partner's sleeping and they want to watch, but they can't. If you have dynamic captioning on, they'll be able to read what you're saying. You're thinking, but I don't want my phrase to look like that in the 4s on the bottom line. I don't like the purple. We're going to be able to customize this so that it looks better. I'm just thinking of use cases if I have a lot of YouTube shorts or Instagram reels, caption them all really, really quickly. And another thing you're going to notice that it says ungroup. We'll talk about that in a minute. But if I click on this, and I click on the font, I've got my brand kit set up because I have Canva Pro. If I had one specifically for captioning, if I didn't have Canva Pro, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would just have to manually search for the one that I wanted for all of my captions every single time. We're going to talk about customizing these captionings even more. When we click the words of your caption, this text bar is going to pop up and you're going to notice captions. We're going to click that. You're going to see the page. Like if you have multiple pages that are captioned, you'll see that. In this little area, you can make your lines have one line or two. I can't believe it. I just lost my voice. I'll be back when my voice is not like this. What I was saying is that you can take these one lines and turn them into two by clicking in a spot, I'm clicking Shift Enter. We'll make it 2 lines or 3 lines. Before you do that, what I recommend doing is getting everything the way you want it before you click caption. It's still grouped, but I'm going to change the font to Anton, and then we're going to click out of it. And I'm going to scroll over and see if everything else is in Anton, but that one worked. You know how to change your font. If you do have Canva Pro, you can click text styles. If you have these things set up, simply click on the one that you've got set up for captions. I'm going to go to one that maybe has one line. No, I'm not talking about captioning. I'm going to increase the font size here. Do we want italics? No, we do not. Do we want underline? Probably not. No strike through. Let's do all uppercase and let's do a left alignment. No list is necessary. The line spacing is too big. We're going to need to reduce that, but I need to look at one that has 2 lines to see. But I'm going to go ahead and increase my letter spacing a little bit. The letters seem to be a little close. Reduce the line spacing. When you have the lines closer together, they're easier for your audience to read. We don't need to do anything with transparency, but let's click on effects and I'm going to show you. Right now it's on background. And if I scroll down, I want to change this purple to a black. And I would like to change this roundness to be a little bit more and this spread to be a lot more. So if I reduce it, you're going to see that it looks a little funny. So I'm spreading it out from there to there. You can reduce the transparency behind it. So maybe let's go with 95. And this should change everything all across your video. Now what we're going to do is look at our words, make sure that they're right, and make sure that the line spacing is exactly how we want it. We're going to click on this, click on captions. And when we click on the captioning, it's going to take you to the segment of the video where that caption is. And that's spaced well. Instead of having keyboard and type in your own on line 1 and then captioning on line 2, we're going to see what this will look like. I'm going to go to right before N, Shift, Enter. I like that, but let's try your. I like that better. And let's make this 2 lines. Let's just make this one 3. And again, I'm using Shift and Enter. I think if you're on a Mac, it's Return. All of these are aligned to the left and they are aligned in the same exact spot. You can move them. They're all grouped. If I grab this and move this over, then all of them are going to move over like that. We're going to talk about ungrouping these captionings and making adjustments to everything, including adding animations to your captioning. One popular animation that people love to do is the typewriter animation so that each word or letter comes across as you're saying it. I'm going to show you why it won't work right out of the gate. If I click this, all of these are grouped together, which means when I add an animation to it, let's click Animate. When I add an animation, it's going to appear that it's adding an animation to each one when it's really only adding the animation to the first one because they are grouped together. So we're going to click that. When I scroll back and watch it, and I'm not just talking about type T on your keyboard, and you see how it popped in, but then the next one, it didn't pop in like that. We're going to click undo. The other big problem, instead of this saying text animation, it says element animation because it thinks of all of these captions grouped together as one element instead of individual text boxes. What you need to do is click ungroup. Before we do that, I want to show you what it looks like in the Layers tab. We're going to click See More here. Position. It looks like this. Everything is grouped together. If I click ungroup, you're going to notice that they're on separate layers. When I click each one, you're going to notice the playhead jump. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. The easiest way to animate all of them is to select the first one you want, click Shift, use the left button on your mouse, and select each one of these. Now click Animate. Notice that this is text, so we can use the typewriter animation. Let's go on Enter and let's slow it down just a little bit. This has applied the animation to every single thing that was clicked in the Layers panel. Now if we take our playhead all the way back, watch. And I'm not just talking about type T on your keyboard and type in your own captionings. No, I'm talking about captionings that are automatically generated for you, and you can customize them to how you. That's pretty good. That's how you're going to animate all of them at the same time. Once you have the typewriter animation, you can regroup them all together and it will keep the animation exactly how it is, even though they're grouped together. I'm not even going to play it out loud. I'm just going to hover over. There's a keyboard animation there. And then the next one, keyboard animation there. And the reason why you would want to regroup it is just in case you want to move anything around, it's going to move all of them. How does this captioning work on bigger files? How does it work on multiple pages, multiple videos? I've got one down here that's 5.5 minutes. We'll test that one after we test all of these. Remember, we click the video, go to text, and then go to captions. I've got 4 pages, a 4.7, a 16.6, a 5.2, and a 51.8. I'm assuming that it's going to take a little bit longer. I'm going to show you how to download these in just a minute because you can absolutely download these separately. You're going to notice that this one's taking a little bit longer, but it really didn't take that long at all. If I hover over each page has stuff. We're going to click on the captioning and then click on caption. And when I do that, let's see. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. I can go ahead and look and see if there's anything that needs to be changed, like maybe Canva doc, I would want a capital D there. What about longer format videos? Let's go over to text and captioning. Generate caption. Yesterday, I lost my voice while I was filming it, and instead of pushing through, I immediately stopped. Uh-oh, sorry we couldn't generate captions. Please check your connection and try again. I wonder if it's just too long, even though it says it could be that it's too long. Why won't it let me go down there? We couldn't detect speech in your videos. I've got speech. Think of me as your creator best friend. I want to see if it will work for this one and generate caption. Let's see if this 2-minute and 40-second one will work. I don't know why the 5-minute one wouldn't work unless it was just the length of time. I know that it does not like singing, and obviously it wouldn't generate captions for a silent video. That video had audio. Let's see. Okay, captions added to the design. I'm going to try the over 5-minute video again, but we're going to try it again, generate captions. It worked that time, and this video is over 5 minutes. I'm not sure what happened with the first round, but if you have a mistake like that, maybe just open up a brand new project and try it again. I'm back working on the bulk video again because I do want to show you one more limitation that this has. So I've got 4 different videos here, and I want to change the color of this from the purple to the black. When I click on effects and I click on this and change it to black, and then change the spread of this for that, and then I change the line spacing and everything, change the alignment to the left, it's only going to do it for that first video. It's not going to do it for all of the other videos that you have in the project. Let me show you real quickly how you can get the same effect on those other ones. We're going to copy this. We're going to go to this. That way we can click this little copy style, paint it on that second video. We're going to take this one. I controlled X and take it here. We'll do the same thing. Copy style. Copy style. We're going to take this again, take it to the last one, copy, and then paste it on, copy style, copy style. All 4 pretty quickly got the same style that we set for the first one. And then you can go in and make any corrections that you need. Click share, click download. You want it to be MP4. You want to select all the pages. But if you have Canva Pro, you can download these as separate files. We're going to go ahead and download them, and it's going to download it into a zipped file. Then you can go and individually upload these into YouTube. This does require a Canva Pro subscription. I'll leave a link for you in the description box for a free trial of Canva Pro. Let's go look at that. Download. It's going to come in a zip file like this. We're going to right-click, extract all, extract, and now each one is going to be right here. If you want your bulk videos to have a name, you can actually click this little button, scroll view, and click this and call it something. Let's see, captioning, testing names. Are you kidding me? Lost my voice. And I'm going to show you what the extracted file looks like. The captioning has a little ways to go still in terms of functionality. However, it really is super simple to do. Let's go take a look here. Download. It should be this one. Let's extract all. Now they have names. Do you see that? Are you kidding me? Captioning, lost my voice, testing name. Creating captioning on your reels is not the only way that you can grab your audience's attention. Watch this next to find another fun video animation that you can use for your YouTube video. In the meantime, watch this blooper. So I'm going to click on